Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 728. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed. So if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, would like to help support the growth of my channel, especially if you're thinking about it, feel free to do so by hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers, so I can have access to offering channel memberships. So if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. And lastly, if you are interested in purchasing some psychic or spiritual services from me, I am offering live chat sessions and written digital readings, and everything you need to know should be in the description box down below. And I think it's also important for you to know that there is a deadline. It's April 25th at 11:59 p.m. for requests to be submitted based on where I live in the Eastern time zone. That's about 4 days to request. So if you are interested and you're thinking about it, make sure you don't miss the deadline. And I've actually had this idea where I could probably maybe offer readings where you guys will get to choose like how I do the readings, because I thought that would really help mix it up and add to the mystery, but I don't know. It's just an idea. But I'm going to go ahead and get into interpreting the number 728. And I just heard listen. Someone's ancestors, or there's a spirit guide here that wants to connect with one and be like, listen. The number 7 is about wisdom, learning, growing, healing, especially because I am listening to a heart chakra meditation audio to help me focus while doing this reading. I really think that someone here needs to embrace more self-love, or encourage themselves, or be more open to embracing more self-love, and trusting yourself and believing in yourself, being more patient with yourself. Maybe patience is what we're learning here. And I say weird because I wouldn't be surprised if this reading was for me too, because I've just been going through a lot. And I just want you all to know that you're not alone. And I know sometimes that can feel hollow because it doesn't fix your problems or help you in any way that you truly need, but as I was thinking earlier, it's the thought that counts, right? I mean, I definitely think it's the thought that counts, but the number 2 is about balance. I want to say finding wisdom, seeking wisdom. I feel like balance actually is what you're being called to learn as well. Learn how to balance desire and passion with patience. Also, the number 2 can be a sign that there's something here that needs to be let go. Only take that if it resonates. It might not resonate for many people, so just putting that out there. But the number 8 okay, and the number 8 is about letting go. It's about letting go through remembering how truly, deeply, intricately connected we in all things truly are on an energetic, vibrational level. Energy is so powerful, so transformative, mutable, Maybe someone here thinks about space a lot, or aliens, or just, things that some people tend to think is weird. I don't know, it's kind of become a mainstream to be interested in those kinds of things now. But yeah, I feel like what you're really being called to let go is a sense of stubbornness, and I understand this as well right now because I feel very, very frustrated with the things that I'm going through. There might be noise here that is distracting someone. And I feel like the noise is in your head. It's a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, a lot of overthinking. There's something significant here about not a lot of feeling, but I don't know if it's like you need to feel more or less. So it could go either way. So only take what resonates. Is there anything that I'm missing? I mean, it's very clear here you're also learning how to let go more, how to surrender deeper. The more that we accept what is, the more that we can embrace who we can be. That's what I believe anyway. So I had to pause the video because it's getting kind of noisy in the background, but I did a big old burp before I started recording the video, which really, really drives home that message of letting go. Only take it however it resonates, because I feel like that's it can have like diverse interpretation, and it just depends on who's watching. But I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a rune from this baggie, which are, well, they're homemade runes, obviously, if you can't tell. Let's see. We have Berkana with the letter B. Birth, new beginnings, fertility, true home. For some reason, ABC feels significant. And I say for some reason because the reading that I recorded yesterday, I got a vision of the one that came out yesterday, and it had an A up here. Maybe that could be extra confirmation for somebody, but I saw AB, and then before I started recording, this caught my eye because the fan was like blowing these papers apart, and I saw this little bit. And it says ABC Legal Data Entry Follow-Up. It was a job that I had applied for. So ABC, maybe the letter C is significant for someone. I just heard Cornelius. Birth here can be taken literally or figuratively. And I keep getting this very earthy, feminine energy. It really, really, really makes me think of the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody, regardless of your gender, who is grounded and abundant on the inside, and so their life outside is grounded, stable, and abundant and prosperous. Maybe someone here feels called, or there's something significant here about manifestation. You're trying to create something. Could be a true home for somebody. There could also be something significant here about family, because I did just get a vision of a card with the word family. You know who you are. He left a comment under that video. It was an index card, so maybe that could be significant for you. There's definitely, oh my gosh, wow, there's a huge change here, it feels like. Because I started this reading with letting go, the strong, strong messages of letting go, mixed with a little bit of balance and wisdom. The balance makes a lot of sense too. The number 2 or the number 4 could be significant. I was saying that I started this with letting go. This makes me excited for someone. I started this message about letting go, and here we have new beginnings. Letting something go to embrace something or someone new. someone here might have the opportunity to create like a family. Like that feels like a pretty clear message here. This could be a beginning for you that is significant. I'm thinking about the number 728. Maybe there's an opportunity here to learn. You need to create balance for yourself and for your family, your future family. Think long term is what I'm feeling. There's an opportunity here to think long term that's manifesting as an opportunity to do long term, or basically just a commitment. Just is reminding me again about heart chakra type of energy, pouring that self-love into yourself so it can overflow to others, not intentionally pouring into someone else's cup, like pouring and pouring and pouring, but letting it flow. Let your emotions flow, your thoughts. If your passions shift, that's okay. It's just change. I'm being reminded of something about, like, I think it was about wishes. Like someone, and you know who you are too, probably. But we were talking about how they are basically like, I think you said whispers from the universe. If not, that's how I feel it from last talking about it. But I feel like that's a message about, or even a reminder maybe, that the universe works through you. It creates and does through you. So maybe the universe, your spirit guides, the higher power you believe in is trying to communicate with you as well, which I am thinking like strong 444 ancestral type of energy. Someone's ancestors are definitely present. Probably was ancestors that I was feeling in the beginning when I said listen. Which, when I got that listen, it felt like, listen, like a message from the universe. Listen, I get that you're upset and that life is frustrating. But I need you to trust me and how I flow. So I can trust you and how you flow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the universe also wants you to know that it has a right to protect itself just as much as you do. Maybe it could be helpful or even healing for someone to view their relationship with the universe or whatever you believe in as like a real relationship where there's communication and boundaries. You're clear and intentional and honest towards the universe, but you also set boundaries with the universe. I did that. I don't want to talk about that right now, but I just want to say, ask and you shall receive, speak and you shall be heard, which is another way. It's basically your spirit guides trying to be more inviting and supportive and warm and loving in the way that you need, not trying as in they don't know how or they just don't, but trying because maybe you're resisting. There could be someone's ancestor or ancestors who are present with them when they're deeply upset. And, you might really feel it coming from a deep inner child place. And I think they want you to know that they're there to support you and to care for you in the way that you always deserved and that your younger self always deserved. You always deserved family. And I say that coming from a broken family myself, I'll be honest. I think the universe just wants you to know that. Like, it just doesn't want you to take things that you can't control. Like, the universe doesn't want to be blamed for that. Because I just don't think that we know enough about the universe to be shifting blame, to be taking our frustration out in the universe. Especially because I personally believe that the universe, it exists and works just like our own bodies do. We can't I want to say like we can't control what we're creating, but we can. It's just not in the way that we think. That's what I think. Did I add up the number? I never added up the number that I talked about earlier, did I? 7 plus 2 is 10. 7 plus 2 is 9, my bad. 10 is confirmation that your spirit guides are near. You'll know that if you've been around. But 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 8 is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8, which I think is a great way to end this message or this video. It's just more encouragement to let go. Give yourself the grace and the patience and the love that you have always deserved to let go. Free yourself from your own mind. You will free yourself from your own reality. Oh, I like that.